Right, my name's Clinton, and most people think I'm crazy. I'm not. I'm just quite opinionated, and I see things a little bit differently to how other people see them. I'm not for one moment suggesting that I'm right in everything that I say, because I know that I'm not, and I'm always happy for feedback, and I'm always happy to get people to share their opinions, their views, with whatever information they've got, whatever research they've done, to try and back up their points. I'd love to have a conversation with people that can contradict anything that I say. But my aim through YouTube is to try and get people to try and encourage people to look at what's behind a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world today. Like, not just look at their observations and being led by their observations. Like, what they see is what is real, because I tell you what, it's bullshit, it's bollocks. It's not real. There's so much stuff that we're being shown by higher powers, and by the media and all kinds of things like that, and there's a lot of stuff that it just isn't right. Things happening in the world today, they're not right. We tend to believe that they're the way they should be, but deep down inside, they're not the way that they should be. I've got millions of videos. I think a bit of an overestimate, but I've got quite a lot of videos that I want to put up. So I'm going to make a start with one of the ones that I want to talk about is education. Education, I think, is massive. I mean, how many people, let's just start from the beginning, secondary school, let's look at secondary school, right? How many people, how many of you go to school, you start off in year 12, 13, year 7, and you get put in a classroom. Like, who was in your class? I come from an estate called Millmead. It's a council estate in Thanet, and just like any council estate, people got the same problems in different places all over Britain, but you know what you got in a council estate. They're full of real people, defensive people, probably people that are in trouble with the police, people that haven't got the best starts in life, but I tell you what, genuinely loyal people, nice people, they stick up for each other and they know the score. They're streetwise people. And when I went to school, I was noticing, like, me being the kind of person that I am, looking around thinking who's in my class, bloody blah, being quite observant and intuitive that I was as a youngster. I'm thinking, right, okay, I've got, boom, this kid over there, he's from the Linksfield estate, which is another council estate in up the road in Westgate. Bosh, he's from Linksfield estate as well. I've got this over here, he's from Linksfield. This one is from Newington. This one is from Newington. Well, let's look at the pattern here. All these kids that are in my class, they're all from council estates. How funny is that? I'm from a council estate, but so are all these kids in my class. Okay, funny enough. Right. And then you look at a different class, and then they're all got people in it from kind of not rich backgrounds at all, but people that have probably got parents that are fully functional parents, not dysfunctional parents, maybe not broken homes, people that are going to work, people that are bringing home money, they've got businesses, and they all seem to be in the same class as well. And one thing you've got to draw together is there's a pattern going on here. We are put in a system where we are expected to either achieve or to fail. And I know that in my case, I was expected to fail. I'm from a council estate. I ain't got a dad. My dad was, a long drug addict. My mum, bless her, she's on her own, raising 3 kids, don't know what the fuck to do. And I'm put in that pool of people where they expect me to fail. I'm surrounded with a load of shitbags in my class, and it's like, if any class is going to disturb the rest of the year, it's going to be these people, these little kids. So you're not given a chance. You've got to prove to them in the first year or whatever, by working hard on your own, that you are different from the rest and you can succeed. And luckily, I did that all the way through school, and I ended up getting fairly decent grades for a kid in my position, to be honest. But you look around and you think to yourself, what else is going on with the education system? Because that's just one thing, how it's set up. Your kids are put into pools, into little pools of what is expected of them, without even parents really realising it. And then I started to think, right, okay, let's have a look at what we're being taught in schools. What did you learn in maths? What did you learn? Probability theory, Pythagoras theory, fucking, I don't know, what, algebra, what the fuck of algebra? How many times have you going to learn algebra, or use algebra in anything that you do in life? Have you used algebra since you left school? I know I haven't. I don't even know what algebra is anymore. You don't use the lessons that you're being taught, you don't use these things outside. Right? The whole of education is just a lie. You don't need to use the information that they're being taught. that you're being taught in the schools, the things that they're teaching you isn't actually real. In maths, you know, you learn like what you want to be learning. What's going on in the world today? What's actually happening? We've got people spending money on credit cards, you know, so what do you really want to be learning? Balance transfers. You want to be learning APRs, interest rates. That's the kind of stuff you want to be learning in school. Why are you not learning that? Why is that information held back from you? You'd think it would be necessary to give that kind of information, because that's the kind of shit that your kids are going to leave school and need to learn. But no, they don't. A 16-year-old or 17, 18-year-old goes and gets a credit card, runs up a massive bill, all of a sudden they're in the government's pocket. Because that's what the government wants. The government wants them to be on the back foot, constantly in debt, as a part of the system. And you know why? Because us kids, the ones that haven't got any chance, the ones that are pulled in those certain groups, we have to work at Asda. We have to work at Tesco. We have to work at HMV, Argos, wherever you want. There are businesses that need us to work for them. We're not supposed to grow up and be what we want to be. That's the reality of it. You know, the people that go to these rich schools that are paid £30,000 a term or whatever you want to fucking call it, believe you me, their tutors are teaching them how to balance transfers. They're teaching them fucking interest rates and all kinds of shit like that, you know. They don't learn periodic table shit in science, you know. They learn about what kind of nutritional values food has, and what kind of, you know, what kind of food is going to prevent you from maybe getting cancer, you know. Eat food without carbon in it. Don't eat burnt bacon, don't eat burnt toast, don't eat anything burnt, because burnt is carbonised food which is going to feed into your body, which is going to carbonise your blood and maybe cause cancer cells. That's science, that's proper science, but when do you learn that? They don't. You never learn that, because they don't want you to know that, because to be honest, if everybody knew that, there wouldn't be a business for cancer. There wouldn't be a business. So as much as they promote, they want to get rid of things like this, they want to try and battle things like cancer, they never really do, because there's a market for it. So you've got to look behind what's going on. What we're shown is completely different to the reality all the time. So, but yeah, the education system just digressed onto the cancer thing there, but that's a different video altogether, to be honest. But the education system, it's not what it should be. You know, the people that are being raised to do the proper jobs, the bank managers, anybody in a real high state of power, it's already been chosen for them. Their road's already been chosen for them. They are schooled with, you know, with the connections that they have, the money that they have, and the money they spend on education. They are taught specific things. Everybody else is just put into one massive group, and the highest you're ever going to get is the manager of a place called Argos. And then them managers, the people in the darkness that you don't see, they're the ones that are controlling everything. You can never ever get far in life without being something completely phenomenological. You know, you've got to be someone that's making it massively on your own. You've got to look inside. You'll never get on the upper hand of anywhere by going through the ladder. It just will not work. So that's my take on education. Feel free to slag me off, tell me that it's shit, tell me whether I don't mind. I'm happy to take any criticism. Anybody that wants to challenge me, that's cool. I'm going to be putting a few more up, so hopefully if you don't like it, at least maybe you found it interesting. If not, then that's cool. Wicked.